everyone. Thank you for being a part of my community and us coming together in this time. I'd like to bring the offerings of which I'm going to call for the rest of our duration of our isolating time for the health and well-being of ourselves and others, vignettes of yoga. And these vignettes, in the sense, are these times of arriving in practice, the time of the arriving of holding space, the center, and of our heart for ourselves, our family, our friends, and all beings everywhere. This togetherness, yet separateness, this isolation, yet filled with community, and this singularity, yet unity. Let us first pause and grieve for those who we have lost in the world organism of our interconnectedness, to our own grieving of life as it once was, such a short time ago, yet can feel so long ago as well. Then let's look outside of the virus. Let's draw the lens wide to the unbelievable speed of nature's ability to heal itself in the retreat of humanity at large. Let's pause for a moment, centering yourselves, letting yourself feel all your feelings throughout your body, any sensations. As we pause for this moment of honoring the silence of the grief for those who are suffering, for those who have lost, for our feelings of separateness. And from this settling place, draw tall through the inner spine. Allow the palate of your mouth to rise and start to direct your awareness to your breath. Relaxing your belly, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your jaw and the space to the inner ears and behind the eyes. Let the breath lengthen, elongate, and become smooth and natural. If you like to engage your Ujjayi breath, go ahead and bring that to the surface of that aspirant sound rising at the base of your throat. Practice today is nourishing, yet calming, strengthening, yet full of grace. We're going to take our arms on an inhalation and reach them up into the sky overhead and descend them to prayer hands at the heart. We'll start asana practice of our nourishing, our deeper components of allowing our breath and inner body to guide us through this practice, or these practices, or all the many challenges that arise in the course of each and every day. Take a deep inhalation into your body, filling yourself up. Exhale, release the breath out and soften as we inhale for Om. We bow to the grace, to the beauty, to the arriving always into where we solely exist, present moment awareness. Gently release your hands down to your knees, lift tall through the spine, and open your eyes. And just start with some simple seated cat-cow, so hold on to your knees. You can be in traditional Sukhasana, cross-legged posture. And you're going to inhale, lift the heart, look into the sky, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, round the back body, drop the chin to the chest. We're going to do that a couple more times, just smoothing out the breath, inhaling long, exhale, bowing in. 2 more just like that. Inhale, rise, lift the heart, open the eyes and throat. Exhale, round, open the back of the body. Last time, inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, round, soften. And then we're going to inhale, rise, reach both arms into the sky. And we're going to take a twist. You're going to take your right hand to your left knee, left fingertips back and behind, lift and open the heart, draw the heart around, draw the face around, take 2 more deep breaths, wringing out the spine. On your next inhalation, inhale, reach around into the sky, exhale, left hand to right knee, right fingertips supporting, lift and open the heart, draw the right shoulder around, draw the heart around, draw the face around. 1 more big breath. Inhale, reach and rise into the sky. Exhale, hands out in front of you. Start to walk the fingertips forward and scoop your tailbone into the mat as you reach further, 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 maybe reaching a little further left, a little further right, almost like how a cat kneads. You're just kneading the sides of your edges of your back body. And we're gonna inhale, rise. You're gonna lean back in your hands. You're gonna take your knees, windshield them to the right, bring that left hand around, spinning around. And we're gonna do that in a gentle moving cycle. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. And we'll do that 2 more times, leaning back, rolling through the tushy, rolling through the knees. Here we go, inhale through center, exhale, twist, bringing out the low body, low belly. And last time, inhale, exhale, twist. And last time, inhale, exhale, twist. And from here, we're gonna come over to our hands and knees, moving through tabletop to cat-cow. Uncurl your toes, press down through the tops of your feet, press down into your hands, tilt the pelvis forward, lift the heart, look up into the sky, exhale, round, scoop the belly back. 2 more just like that. Inhale, lift and open the heart, the gaze, exhale, round, push the floor away, scoop the tailbone in. 1 last time. Inhale, lift and open, exhale, round. Those of you that practice with me know I love to do what I call rocket cat. So curl your toes under, sit your bum back on your heels, come up into your finger pads, keep your inner wrist as wide as your outer shoulders, and then you're gonna tuck your chin into your chest and really open and round the back of the heart, the thoracic spine. Take 3 more breaths. If that's too much, you know to modify at any point with blocks, blanket, or just backing out of the posture, anywhere that takes you from that smooth pattern of the breath of awareness. Inhale, come forward into cow posture. Press down into the hands, lift the collarbones, lift the heart, firm the shoulder caps back, and glide the hips up and back slowly to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, and stretch your arms longer. Look to the space between your hands, stretch your arms longer, stretch your sitting bones into the sky, and then bend your right knee, relax your head, or keep your ears in alignment with your upper arms. Keep the arms extending super long, hands super engaged, pressing down, and then slowly extend the right heel, bending the left knee, moving the top of the right thigh back. And then let's do that 1 more time each side, dropping long through the left heel, moving the top of the left thigh back. And last time, we'll go right and left. And then come up high on your tippy toes, look up between your hands, lift your sitting bones into the sky, firm your shoulders, drop your heels back, relax your head, and we're gonna walk our feet towards our hands. Lift hands on floor, blocks, ankles or shins, extend the spine long, Firm the belly, lift the heart, extend through the palate of the mouth, crown of the head, and exhale, fold from here. Remember, if you need to bend the knees a lot or a little, just go into your forward fold. 2 more just like that. On inhalation, lift Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold deeply in, legs towards straight or very bent or anywhere in between. 1 last time. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, in, root down through the legs. Inhale, reach, rise high into the sky, look up. And exhale, hands by your side for Tadasana. So we're gonna turn towards the long edge of your mat. We're gonna step our feet wide. I'm gonna come into Parsvottanasana. I'm gonna interlace the hands behind the back, lift and open the heart, and exhale, fold down between the legs. At any time, you need to bring your hands down to the blocks or floor. Please do so. Otherwise, you can challenge yourself, keeping your hands bound to the low back. Lift the sitting bones up, charge the legs, ground down through the feet. Take 3 more breaths. Keep the face relaxed, neck relaxed, squeezing, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other, lengthening the breath. On your next exhalation, hands down, tall spine. You're going to turn the left toes out, right toes slightly in, walk yourself over to your inner foot. Hands can be up on the blocks. And you're gonna reach out or walk out with your blocks, bending your left knee, grounding through that right foot, lifting tall through the heart, taking 3 breaths from here. Those of you that need it a little more intense, you can come into airplane arms, or you can even reach forward. On your next exhalation, we're gonna walk it back. Inhale through center, parallel the feet. Exhale, fold it in. Bring the fingertips back to alignment with the toes, or as far as you feel that you can stay stable, soft, and balanced in your breath. Inhale, tall spine. Left toes in, right toes out completely. Walk yourself at that diagonal out of your pelvis. Reach out through the fingertips. Ground through that back leg. Lift the heart. If you need more of a balance, reach out through the arms. Need it more intense, reach out in front of you and take 3 more breaths. Just knowing, as we know through practice, one day doesn't mean the next day is the same. Exhale, release. Inhale around to center. Exhale, fold it in. 3 breaths. Charge the thighs, pull the skin of the thighs, front, back, inner, outer, up into the hips. Nice deep crease at the top of the thighs. We're going to take the lift tall, bring the hands under the shoulders, fly the arms out. Inhale, reach. And exhale, interlace hands behind the back. Turn the right toes in completely. Turn the left toes out completely. And we're going to come into our first warrior 1. Bend deeply through that front knee. If that's too much, you can rest your hand on your front knee. Arms can be released or they can reach into the sky. Otherwise, let's use this time to really open and nourish our heart. Strong that back leg, driving it long, softening through the top of that left thigh, lifting that left hip point up, and maybe even looking up into the sky for 3 more Ujjayi breaths or balanced breaths. And then on your next inhalation, we're going to reach up. And we're just going to cycle around, left toes in deeply, right toes out completely. Arms can stay skyward. They can be by your side, on your front leg, or interlaced, and put the opposite thumb on top. Get that back leg super engaged, long and strong, and start to stretch the heart up to the sky, deepen through the top of that right thigh, lifting that right hip point up, moving the tailbone in, maybe opening the throat to the sky. 3 more breaths, Ujjayi. On your next inhalation, we're going to come up and around. Parallel the feet, hands to hips, pause and breathe. And then we're gonna move on to Parsvottanasana. Turn the right toes in, not so deep. Left toes out completely. Yogi's choice. You can bring the left elbow to left thigh, hand to block, hold inner ankle or all the way to the floor. And then we're gonna lift our right arm to the sky, and we're gonna bring our hand to the back of our skull, and like our little birdie wing, you're gonna draw back, and then we're gonna exhale, bow it forward. We're gonna inhale, open the elbow point to the sky. Exhale, bow it in. Inhale, open to the sky. Exhale, bow it in. And last time, inhale, open to the sky, stay there. Press the back of the arm into that inner leg or onto the leg, and move your head back in that hand. Take 3 more breaths, turning the heart, rib cage to the sky, keeping the breath balanced, keeping the eyes and tongue relaxed and soft. And we're gonna cycle all the way up and around. We're gonna turn the left toes in, right toes out, come to the other side, right elbow to knee, left hand to the back of the skull, elbow to knee, hold inner ankle or all the way to the floor. We're gonna inhale, open the left elbow to the sky, exhale, bow it in. Inhale, open, exhale, bow. Inhale, open, exhale, bow. This next one, holding. Inhale, open, really push the back of that right arm into the knee or the top of the thigh. Really open and turn the elbow to the sky, drawing it back, heart to the sky. 3 more breaths. Soft gaze, balanced breath, gentle smile to the edges of your mouth. On an inhalation, reach, rise back to center. Hands to your hips, parallel your feet. Pause and breathe. Take 3 deep balanced breaths here, calming the nervous system. This practice is about immunity, nourishing, strengthening, yet calming and soothing. Okay, triangle posture. We're going to turn our right toes in slightly, left toes out completely. Inhale, reach your arms out from your shoulders. Exhale, extend way out over that left leg. Bring your hand to shin, ankle, block or floor. Stacking the shoulders, grounding through the feet, moving the tailbone into the inner pelvis, lifting tall through the spine, out the crown of the head. Soft eyes, the gaze can be towards the earth, neutral forward, or up past your fingertips. And take 3 more breaths. Just exploring where the breath is going and where it might be patterns of holding. On an exhalation, bring your right hand down, unplug your back, right heel, lunge into runner's lunge in that front left leg. Get a tall spine, shoulder caps back, deepen the lunge. 3 more breaths. Just smoothing everything out. I'm going to bring that back knee down, uncurl those back toes, and rise to your front leg. Or you can stay low. You can stay supported. That's a wonderful stretch. Or rise up to your front leg, or reach up into the sky as if you're lifting your hip points off the top of that left thigh. 3 more breaths. And then on your next exhalation, release. Inhale, lift that back leg. Pivot and ground that back foot. Cartwheel yourself up and around to center. Pause, parallel both feet. Take 3 breaths. Observe the space of the breath, the rhythm of the breath. How it starts to shift, to open different parts of the body. Turn the left toes in slightly, right toes out completely. Triangle the other side. Make sure your stance isn't too wide or too narrow. Reach out over that right leg, hand to shin, ankle, block or floor. Drawing the shoulders back, reaching, lengthening, tailbone into the pelvic floor, reaching tall through the whole spine, out the crown of the head. Gaze can be towards the earth, neutral, or skyward. 3 more breaths. Lift the kneecaps up. Settle into the shape. Remember, each of these shapes has a dynamic, energetic surge, nourishing, and release. Exhale, left hand down, unplug your left heel, lunging into that deep right thigh. Lift tall through the palate of the mouth, like the heart is shining out through the top of the head. And then on your next exhalation, bring your back knee down. You can stay low here. You can come up supportively on your front leg or reach all the way up into the sky. And take 3 more breaths. And your next exhalation, we're going to touch down. Inhale, lift that back leg, pivot and ground that back foot, cartwheel yourself all the way up and around again, hands to your hips. We're going to step the feet in towards center. I'm going to get tall. I'm going to close our eyes. I want you to feel the effects so far from practice and feel the lighter sense of being, the spaciousness of breath, the calming aspects of the mind-body. All right, we're going to take it up one more notch before we come down to the floor. So we're going to step our feet apart, but not as far as they were. And then we're going to turn our right toes in deeply, left toes out completely. We're going to come into pyramid posture. So we're going to inhale, reach our arms into the sky. This time, exhale, come parallel with the floor, pull the hips back, and then slowly, hands to block or all the way down, lift tall again, pull the heart up and through, pull the shoulder caps back, exhale, fold in. 3 breaths, squaring the hips, lengthening the spine, grounding both feet. And then we're gonna inhale, lift and lengthen, look forward, bend your front left leg, bring the blocks with you if you need, step up on that front leg, lift the back leg so it's parallel to the floor, lift tall through the spine, stay there in standing L, or you can take that into a forward fold, squeezing both legs towards the midline. And then you'll bend the standing leg. You'll slowly step that back foot back, lift tall. I'm going to rise back, sweep the arms behind you like wings of a bird, and then reach into the sky as if you're holding a big beach ball. And then turn the left toes in, right toes out, squaring the hips off to the short end of your mat, floating forward, pausing, pull the hips back, strengthening and lengthening the spine, exhaling, touching down, fingertips under the shoulders, pull that right outer hip crease back and fold it in. 3 breaths. Smoothing. Anything forward folding is a nervine for the nervous system. Inhale, tall spine, bend your right knee, step up on your right foot, drawing your hands forward under the shoulders, lifting your back leg, pulling that left heel into the hip, staying tall through the spine, staying there, hugging the thighs to the midline or folding it in. 2 more breaths. And then slowly bend that right knee, touch that left foot back, and then we'll reverse that coming up. Straighten both legs, reach back, tall heart, swing up and around, and exhale, parallel the feet. And then we're going to step the feet together, and we're going to come and sit on our mats. And we're going to come into that cross-legged posture again. Either shin in front is good. Just pick which feels natural and not strenuous. If you need to sit up on a blanket, please do so. If your low back or your upper back feels like it's collapsing or you can't lift that heart up, and we're going to reach both hands into the sky. We're going to take our left hand way out, and then you're going to press strongly down through that left hand, but anchor that outer, you're rolling your outer right hip out and down, and you're gonna reach across, drop that left shoulder, and then again, like we did earlier, bring that right hand to the back of your skull and gently round forward, exhale. Inhale, open up. 2 more, just like that. Exhale. Inhale, open. And last time. Exhale. Inhale, open, and this time reach and go as deep as you can and rise to center, up tall. Exhale, release, pause, sense, feel, and allow. Nice, long, smooth, lengthened breath. And we'll go the other side. We're going to inhale, reach tall. Exhale, right hand way out, but roll, right? Roll like you're tacking down that outer left hip crease. And then take that left hand to the back of your skull. Inhale, open the elbow to the sky. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One last time. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, hold, drop right shoulder, maybe bend right elbow, lift the heart, press down and away through that right hand, and reach overhead. Nice long stretch of that side body. Inhale, rise to center. Look up, interlace hands, spin palms to the sky. And exhale, release, palms resting up on the knees. Drop your gaze out to the earth in front of you. And take 3 smooth, balanced breaths. If it serves you to close your eyes, completely do so. We're going to do a modified pigeon posture. So we're going to come around, we're going to lean into our left hand, and we're going to sweep our left leg out in front of us. And we're going to fold our right heel towards our right tushy, and you can bring that right knee forward. And you're going to turn, square your shoulders off best you can with the short end of your mat. You can stay tall here, or some of you can fold forward, or even rest your hands or rest on your leg, or forearms all the way down and fold. We're going to do this for 5 breaths either side. Just filling and emptying the body. Getting a nice, subtle, congruent stretch to that outer hip and thigh. And then if you're deeply folded forward, please lift and walk yourself up. You're going to take your back right foot, pull your left foot in a little bit, take that right foot in front of your left ankle, and then hold your right knee with your left hand, right hand behind you, gentle twist. For those of you that know Marichyasana and you need it more deep, you can walk that ankle, of course, right ankle to outer left knee, and go to where it feels appropriate for you. And take 5 more breaths. The inhalation, there's the quality of expansion. The exhalation, there's the quality of depth. Just exploring, no pushing, no forcing, not wanting something to be other than it is. That is what we know is suffering. And then release. We're gonna switch the cross of our legs. Pause in the center. Observe, sense, feel, and allow. Eyes closed or drop softly down for 3 more breaths. Unhurried, but notice the effects as we go from side to side, which become more impactful and profound as we start to deepen our posture into the ground, into the earth that holds us. And you're going to take your right shin out to the right, fold your left heel back, turn your torso around, do best you can, square your shoulders off with the short edge of the mat, lean forward, stay tall, or come to forearms on blocks or leg or floor or whatever serves you. And we're going to take 5 breaths from here. Filling and emptying, allowing the effects of the stretch,
through the outer thigh, hip. Some of you might feel it into even that back ankle. Allowing the inhalations to feel that expansive quality, the exhalations to feel that releasing quality. If you're folded deeply forward, please walk yourself up. Pull that right foot in slightly. Set that left heel in front of that foot. Drop both sit bones down. Hold outer left knee with right hand. Left fingertips behind to twist and support to lift tall through the spine. Stay there, or those who know how to go into Marichyasana, cross that ankle to that outer knee and take your twist. And we'll breathe here for 5 more breaths. Inhaling, there's a little bit of backing out of the asana. Exhaling, there's a deeper place to find. We're letting the breath in the inner body and our intuition guide us through this time. Always through practice is the awareness of the breath, the intelligence of the breath itself. And then we release. We're going to come around to center. Find that cross-legged posture for that pause. Settle the gaze or close the eyes. Our next posture, we're going to find ourselves in child's pose. So come back around to your hands and knees. If your bottom doesn't sit all the way back on its heels, you can slide a block or a blanket between your heels and the backs of your thighs. Otherwise, sit back. Slowly walk yourself forward, reaching out. Press down and away through the arms. And let the back body start to round and soften. And if that's too much, you can rest on your forearms. You can even have your blocks underneath you. You could do stacked pillow hands either way, or hands to the floor, or arms down by your sides. And I want you to release the weight of your body to the earth. And I want you to fill the space across the back of the heart. Imagine there's a balloon on the back of your heart, and each inhalation it just fills so beautifully, smoothly, evenly. And each exhalation is just a deep sense of letting go, release of any tension, of any holding, of any patterns of cinching. Take 2 more breaths here. You can even do a ha breath out the mouth, letting it go. And then please, everyone, bring your hands under your shoulders. Slowly bring yourself up. We're going to do camel posture, but I'm going to give the option of baby camel, which would be, again, sitting on your heels or your blanket or your block. You can simply spin your hands out a quarter turn or all the way behind you, and you can lift tall through the chest, chin to chest. You can stay there. Shoulders draw back, shoulder blades into each other. Or you can slowly pull the palate of the mouth back and open through the front of the throat. You can stay there. Those that know camel, you're going to bring your knees together, curl your toes under, squeeze your outer heels into each other, hands to your hips. Your fingertips can wrap around your hips. They can push, the fingertips can turn down or they can turn up depending on what you're comfortable with. Tone your tushy, zip your low belly up, draw your shoulders back into each other, draw your elbows back into each other, ground into your pelvis, moving it slightly forward. Chin on your chest as if you're holding an apple, or if you like to pull the palate of your mouth back, lifting and opening the throat, staying there, pushing down to the backs of the hips, or releasing to hold your ankles. Gazes down the bridge of the nose in all the variations for 3 more breaths. If your head is dropped back, please let it stay back as the heart floats you up. Whether you're in baby camel or full camel, and you're going to come and sit on your heels, drop your chin to your chest, hand rest on your thighs.
And we're going to do that one more time together. You're either going to find baby camel, lifting the heart, drawing the shoulder blades into each other, gazes down the tip of the nose, chin to chest, or rolling the palate of the mouth back and breathing, or rising to your hands and knees. You could do that variation of curling the toes under like we did, which makes it a little less confining. Finding the structures of the hands that support you, or pressing down through the tops of the feet, moving the hips forward, engaging the glutes, lifting up through the low belly, drawing the shoulder blades in, chin to chest. You can stay there, or rolling the head back. And we're going to take 3 more breaths. The head is back, the heart floats you up. No tension, release back onto your heels. Drop the chin to the chest. And from here, you're going to gently roll the left ear towards the left shoulder, reach out and down through the right fingertips. 3 breaths down that long line of the side neck, across the top of the shoulders. And then please bring your right hand to your right thigh. Roll chin to center, right ear to right shoulder, reach out through those left fingertips, feeling that nice elongated stretch to the side of your neck. And then bringing that left hand in, chin to chest, and we're going to take that chin all the way up into the sky. Keep that lift of the heart, and then drop the chin towards the clavicle notch. And then one more time, chin all the way to the sky, and then chin to chest. And slip off your heels either way. We're going to come lying on our backs for bridge posture. Now anybody that needs to modify, I don't have my blocks in line here, you can slide a block beneath you and use that as a supportive posture or resting posture. Otherwise, go ahead and come into tin soldier arms, walk your heels in towards your tushy, feel them to be even with your hip points. Press into the backs of your elbows, scroll your upper arm, the back of your upper arms underneath you, so you have that beautiful arch in the back body, and you're going to press into the feet, press into the elbows, press down into the outer length of the arms. You can stay there, or you can keep scrolling the outer arms underneath you more and more. Press into the feet, keep the knees in alignment with the hip points. Lift the pelvis, lengthen the tailbone, lift the heart, find a neutral neck so your chin's not pressing in towards your chest. Gaze is soft down the bridge of the nose for 5 more breaths. Make the whole gesture of the back, body engagement, what's touching the earth, feel even and balanced. And slowly on your next exhalation, you'll release the clasp of your hands if they're clasped. Everybody slowly bring it down. And then draw your knees in, hold both knees, and draw circles in one direction with your knees, 3, 4, 5 times. Just taking any tension out of the low back that might have been created, and then reverse your circles the other way. And then bring your left foot to your mat, hug your right shin in, and bring your forehead, nose towards your knee. Doesn't need to touch, and extend that left leg to a hover. So you just get that nice press through the low back. And then slowly release that left heel to the floor, lie the upper body, head back, creating that nice deep squeeze of the low belly, intestines. And then you're going to release that right foot to the floor, and you're just going to let it rest on the floor. You're going to open your arms like wings of the bird, little somatic work here. You're going to inhale, open the right knee, exhale, swing it across the body. And we're just moving, inhaling, open the knee, exhale, moves across. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, open, exhale, across. 2 more. Inhale, open, exhale, across. Last time.
Inhale, open. This time we're going to hold the twist as it crosses. That right foot can rest on that thigh. If you want to bring it in front of that thigh, whatever feels appropriate to you. I like to let it rest on top. I like my left hand to draw that knee down. And once I get it down to where it's going to go, not necessary to touch, keeping that right shoulder relaxed. So it's like a brace. Press the outer knee up into that hand. Maybe even turn the gaze out past those right fingertips for 5 breaths. Just feeling the nurturing quality of the earth rising up to hold you, and you communing with the earth, the exchange of that vital energy. And then please gently unwind the spine, place both feet on your mat. Even if you travel on your mat, adjust, square your hips, shoulders. And then we're going to go to the other side. You're going to hug that left shin in. You're going to draw your forehead, nose towards that knee. You're going to extend that right leg long to a hover. Pressing down through the low back. Getting that nice crease at the top of the thigh, and then slowly descend that right heel. Drop the shoulders, head back, tall spine. Nice deep crease there. Couple more breaths, stretching out the back body, stretching out the hips, the glutes. And then you're going to release that left foot to your mat. Open your arms up like wings of a bird. Inhale, let it be swingy. Open the left knee, exhale. The left knee crosses the body. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. 3 more. Inhale. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last one, last set. Inhale, open the left knee. Exhale, across. Bring that right hand to hold that knee. Pull it down a little bit more, but try to drop and soften through that left shoulder. And then it's not about getting it to the floor, or it feels natural. You press down through that right hand, and then like it's bracing. Your outer left knee is trying to press up into the brace of that right hand, and then you can slowly turn the gaze, the spine, the heart, deeply looking over that left hand. And please take 3 more breaths from here. Then you're going to unwind the spine, square your hips, square your shoulders, and then we're going to hug both knees into the chest. You can always reach around, hold the back of the thighs, you can interlace the hands, you can hold the forearms, or you can really dig it in and hold the elbows and draw your forehead towards your knees. 3 more breaths. And then keeping the bind of the legs, drop the shoulder head back. That's a nice deep hip opener. And then bring your feet to the mat, open your arms, widen your feet to the edges of your mat, drop your knees to the left, inhale through center, just windshielding to the right, and do that 2 more sets. Inhale through center, just feeling the movement of your hip joints, the stretch of your low belly, possibly the stretch into the outer hip. One last time. And then please bring your arms along your side. Lift your head, look down your body. Elongate your legs forward. Press your inner toes into each other. Lie back. Let your inner thighs roll down into the earth. And then relax your upper body. Let your feet relax, your toes fall outward. Adjust. Let the eyes stay open for some breath as you scan through the body for the difference of this feeling of the physical body, the sensational difference of the emotional body.
the differences of the mental body and the differences of the pranic breath body as you start to soften your eyes or close them completely. Take these moments to be held to Mother Earth, to remember and to know that we are in this together, whether we're here or across the plains or across the world. This is one world, one universe, one song. The interconnectedness of humanity, the animals of the earth, of the sky, of the water, all creatures everywhere, near and far, past and before us, and coming after us. This deep sense of gratitude arises when we stay in the practice of the present moment in time. Take this time to rest beneath the quietness of the moments and feel free to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you need, as long as you desire. And we'll meet again soon.